Hello students, welcome to the online classes. In earlier classes we are discussing about the first group element. Those are chemical properties we were discussing. In today's class again we will discuss about the remaining part of the S block element, that is anomalous properties of lithium. What is the meaning of anomalous properties of lithium? Hangandre ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ದಾಗ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಹೊಂದೈತಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ, ರುಬಿಡಿಯಂ, ಸೀಸಿಯಂ, ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಯಂ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೇಡಿಯೋಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಇವೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಲಿಸಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಹೊಂದೈತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅನಾಮಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅನಾಮಲಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ. First one, lithium behave differently than other alkali metal. This is due to the following reason. Every first group main head elements are there. Those first element of the every group will have a different property. So like now lithium is having a different property because of the reason is a smaller size of lithium. Due to the small size it is having a different property, and we already know that high ionization energy is having top to bottom ionization energy decreases, in the sense lithium having a more ionization enthalpy. And high polarizing power. High polarizing power means because of the smaller size it is having a more polarizing power. Because of that reason lithium containing halides having a more covalent character. Because of that reason it is having a more covalent character or polarizing power. Because of that reason covalent character will come for the halides. That is a one more different property of lithium. And no vacant d orbitals. If we write the electronic configuration of the lithium, so lithium atomic number is 3, as we already know that. So that is 1s2 2s1. There is no d orbital here. In case of potassium onwards a d orbital will be there in the electronic configuration. That is a one more different property. There is no vacant d orbital. Because of these reasons this is having a anomalous or different property compared to that element we are telling. And a few anomalous characteristics of lithium. Which are the characteristics of lithium? It is how it will be different, now we discuss. It is the hardest metal with the high melting point and boiling point among the alkali metals. Top to bottom melting point is decreases. It is a hard one metal compared to the all metals. It is a hard one, and it is having a high melting point and boiling point. Lithium is less reactive. Reactivity is increases top to bottom, hence it is less reactive. And lithium only forms mono oxides. ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಒಂದೇ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಮೋನೋ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದರ್ ದನ್ ದ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ, ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ alkali metal first group element those will form the super oxides. And the lithium reacts with a nitrogen, forms a lithium nitride. ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಒಂದೇ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ನೈಟ್ರೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ನೈಟ್ರೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಅನಾಮಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ. And now we'll discuss about the general characteristics of compounds of alkali metals. General characteristics of alkali metals, now we'll discuss that. First one is oxides and hydroxides. In earlier slides we were discuss about the oxides and hydroxides. Now the first one is, we know that all the alkali metals reacts with the oxygen and form different types of oxides. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಮೊನೋ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, and others like potassium, rubidium and cesium will form a super oxides. Hope you know that. Oxides and peroxides are colorless in nature. Oxides matlab peroxides like lithium oxide or sodium peroxide is colorless in nature, whereas super oxides are colored. Super oxides ಏನದಾವ potassium ಜೊತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ rubidium ಜೊತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ cesium ಜೊತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅವು ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ super oxides colored solution ಅನ್ನ ಹೊಂದ್ಯಾವ. Super oxide compared to the peroxide and normal oxide, it is a larger anion. ಅದೇನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಆನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ, ರುಬಿಡಿಯಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೀಸಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Next one, metal oxides dissolve. That is, the metal reacts with oxygen. Metal oxides will form. First point you have to know that when the metal reacts with the oxygen or water, it will form the metal oxides. Metal oxide, or it will form the hydroxide. So metal reacts with oxygen and water, that will form the metal oxide or hydroxide. The formed metal hydroxides and oxides are always basic in nature. Point to be noted. Always basic in nature. If the non-metal will be there, non-metal reacts with oxygen or water, non-metal oxide will form and non-metal hydroxide will form. The formed non-metal oxides and the hydroxides are acidic in nature. These are the metals, hence the formed oxides and hydroxides are basic in nature. So now we discuss that metal oxides dissolved in water to form the metal hydroxide. Just now I told about this one. Metal hydroxides will form, which are basic in nature. Basic nature. Example, we had taken lithium monoxide. Lithium will form the monoxide. Lithium monoxide or lithium oxide reacts with the water. Lithium hydroxide will be formed. The formed lithium hydroxide is having a basic nature. And you can take the one more example, like sodium reacts with the water. Sodium hydroxide will be formed along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Yesterday class we will discuss this one. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ sodium water ಜೊತೆ react ಆದಾಗ sodium hydroxide formation ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ hydrogen gas liberate ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. And one more example, we had taken a potassium reacts with the water. Potassium hydroxide will be formed and along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. These hydroxides are white crystalline solids. The formed metal hydroxides are having a white crystalline solids, and these hydroxides are strongly basic in nature. In earlier example and this point we will discuss that. Strongly basic in nature, and the basic strength increases down the group. So metal hydroxide's strength will be increases from top to bottom in a first group element, that is lithium to cesium. It means lithium hydroxide is less basic than sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is less basic than potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is less basic than rubidium hydroxide, and rubidium hydroxide is less basic than cesium hydroxide. That is increases down the group. It means cesium hydroxide is more basic in nature. The point to be noted here. And pore oxides and the superoxides dissolved in water gives hydrogen peroxides. Andra use peroxide ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ವಾಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ H2O2, that is a hydrogen peroxide ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. And the second point is halides. Yes, the alkali metal halides, that is a general formula of the metal halides will be Mx, because the first group element having a +1 charge and halogen it is -1, that is a Mx. Metal halides it is. So the alkali metal halides are prepared by the reaction of oxides and hydroxides with aqueous and hydrochloric acid. Now hydrochloric acid ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ alkali metal halides ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ metal halides it is. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ metal halides ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ hydrochloric acid ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now metal oxides we have taken here. So metal oxides reacts with the hydrogen halide. So X means halogens. You can take the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Those are the halogens. That is denoted by the X. HX, it will give the metal halides. Now it is a metal will be plus charge, oxygen will be minus charge, here hydrogen will be plus charge and halogen will be minus charge. So plus reacts with the minus, so metal halides will be formed, and remaining oxygen reacts with the hydrogen, it will form the H2O. So that is the preparation of metal halides. We have taken a metal hydroxides also. metal hydroxides reacts with the hydrogen halides, it will form the metal halides. Now it is metal having a positive charge, always metals are electropositive, this is plus, and OH minus, hydroxides ion will be there, and hydrogen will get the positive charge and halogen will get the minus 1 charge, that is a minus, plus reacts with a minus, that is metal reacts with a halogen, metal halides will be formed. Remaining thing, hydroxide, that is reacts with the H, that will form the H2O. This is the preparation of metal halides, that is using a hydrochloric acid, or oxides are hydroxides. These alkali metal halides, the formed metal halides are ionic in nature and having a high melting point and boiling point. So formation ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ metal halides ionic nature ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಅವು ಏನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ high melting point ಮತ್ತು boiling point ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. The point is to remember here is that lithium halides are only having a covalent nature compared to the all halides of the alkali metals. The melting point and the boiling point of alkali metal halides decreases down the group with increase in atomic mass. As we already know that lithium to cesium atomic mass will be increases. So melting point, boiling point of alkali metal halides decreases down the group. So ide ಏನಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ melting point, boiling point decrease ಆಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಹೆಂಗ molecular mass ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದಾಗ inversely proportional to each other. That reactivity nature of these halogens with the that will be fluorides are more than chlorides, chlorides are more than bromides, bromides are more than iodides. And the salts of oxoacids, salts of oxoacids, and it means it is containing oxygen and hydroxyl group, it's present on the one more oxygen atom. Salts of alkali metals form salts with the all oxoacids such as H2SO4 is the oxoacid, H3PO4 phosphoric is the oxoacid. So like that, such as H2SO4, H3PO4, and form salts such as metal carbonates, that is M2CO3, and bicarbonates or metal hydrogen carbonate, MHCO3. So it will form the carbonates, that is the metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates will then. As electropositive character is increases down the group, hope you know this point. Electropositive nature top to bottom ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ lithium to cesium ತನಕ. The group stability of the salts is also increases. Stability of those salts is also increases from top to bottom, that is lithium halide to that is cesium halide. Only lithium will form the carbonate formation, metal carbonates and formation ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ lithium, and rest of the metal will form the bicarbonates. ಈ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ರುಬಿಡಿಯಂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಸೀಸಿಯಂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಒಂದಷ್ಟೇ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. The bicarbonates on heating undergoes decomposition to give the carbonates and carbon dioxide. ಈ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ metal carbonates formation ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ M2CO3, along with that liberation of carbon dioxide and H2O will be formed. As one more important that is a diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship means that it has been observed that some of the elements of a second period element shows similarities with the elements of the third period present diagonally to each other. Andra ಒಂದು ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ದಾಗ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಾಗ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲಿ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ is called as a diagonal relationship. How it will be, now we'll discuss that. Now cause for the diagonal relationship, why it happen or why it's having a same property diagonally, that is a relationship, now diagonal relationship is due to the similarities in the properties such as ionization enthalpy. Because of the ionization enthalpy, it is having the same property, and ionic size, one more reason is ionic size, and one more ionic charge, etc. These are the reasons why those having the same property along the diagonal. of the elements present diagonally to each other. Yes, we know that why the diagonal relationship will occur because of these three reasons. One is ionization enthalpy and ionic size and also ionic charge. Because of these reasons, those are having a similar properties. Example like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon written, and next period elements, those are sodium, magnesium, aluminum and silicon. If you write the group wise, lithium, sodium, second group beryllium, magnesium, 13th group boron, aluminum and carbon and silicon. Here the lithium and magnesium are diagonal to each other. Beryllium and aluminum are diagonal to each other. Boron and silicon are diagonal to each other. These lithium and magnesium having a similar property because of the ionization and enthalpy or ionic size or the ionic charge, and beryllium and aluminum having a similar property, and boron and silicon having a similar property. These property are lithium and magnesium ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ beryllium aluminum ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ boron silicon ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ತರ ಇದೈತಿ. ಅವು ಎರಡು ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಹೊಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Next one, similarities between the lithium and magnesium. Still now we were discussing about the only first group element. We are not discussing about the second group element. In next class we will discuss about the second group element. So before that, little bit we will discuss about the similarities between lithium and magnesium. In case of first group element, lithium is the first element, and the second group element, the magnesium is the second group element. So what are the similarities? Both are hard metals with a high melting point and boiling point. ಇವೆರಡು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅದ, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಇವು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅದ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಹೈ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, those are having a high melting point and boiling point. Lithium and magnesium are less reactive. Hope you know the point. As we move from top to bottom in a periodic table, reactivity is increases, means of first elements having a less reactive, that is the lithium and magnesium are less reactive in nature. These are having a similar property. Oxides and hydroxides of lithium, like lithium hydroxide or magnesium hydroxides, those are insoluble in water. So because of the covalent nature, now already discussion ಮಾಡಿವಿ. ಆ halides ಏನದಾವು, ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನದಾವು ಅವು ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್, ವಾಟರ್ದಾಗ ಏನಕ್ಕಾವು ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಅದಾವು. ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾವು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಹೊಂದಾವು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್. So I am talking about the covalent nature in case of halides only, sorry for that. And both the react with the nitrogen. Lithium only the element in a first group reacts with the nitrogen, and second group element only the magnesium will react with the nitrogen to form a nitrides, that is a Li3n lithium nitride and also magnesium nitride. These two having a similar property with a respective group. ಒಂದನೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ದಾಗ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ದಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ ನೈಟ್ರೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ನೈಟ್ರೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. These are the some similarities between the lithium and magnesium. Yes, still now we were discussing about the first group, that is alkali metals. Those are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium, and also francium will be there, that is a radioactive element. Now we will discuss about the second group element. Those are alkaline earth metals. So alkaline earth metals, that is the second group element. The elements are like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Radium is the radioactive element. These are the second group element. These collectively called as alkaline earth metals. These collectively called as alkaline earth metals. In the first group element, those are collectively called as alkali metals. These are collectively called as alkaline earth metals. Now we will discuss about the alkaline earth metals like trends, it may be, and in physical property and also chemical property. The second group elements are also called as alkaline earth metals. They are called so because oxides and hydroxides of the metal are basic, that is a alkaline nature in nature, and these elements are found in earth crust in the form of metal oxides. Andra ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದಿವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಕುಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರ when the group 2 elements reacts with the oxides and the hydroxides, those will form the corresponding oxides and hydroxides. Those formed hydroxides and oxides are basic in nature. ಅವು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, these elements are found in earth crust in the form of metal oxides. earth crust ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ರೂಪದಾಗ ಇವು ಸಿಗ್ತಾವು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ವರ್ಡ್ ದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. All the elements of the group 2 are metallic in nature. Hope you know this one. S block elements are metals, and first group metals are also metals, and second group metals are also having a metallic character, that we are writing as metallic in nature. And general characteristics of alkaline earth metals. First one is electronic configuration. That is, as the alkaline earth metals have a 2 electron preceded by the noble gas configuration, their general electronic configuration is given by noble gas NS2. If we write the electronic configuration of the second group element, so that is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. First we have to know the beryllium, that is the atomic number of beryllium is 4. Then we already told about the pattern like 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. So this is 4 plus 8, 12 will be there, 12 plus 8, so that is 20, like that. So if we write the 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, we get the corresponding what it is, atomic number. If we write the electronic configuration, like example we have taken a beryllium here. So beryllium, that is a 4, helium 1s2, next one 2s2. Here outermost shell having a 2 electrons. If we write the magnesium, that will become the neon 3s2. Outermost shell having the 2 electrons in the third shell, that is the magnesium. Atomic number is, that is 12. This is 10 neon, and that is 10 plus 2, 12. So that noble gas, we are writing the general electronic configuration of the second group element. Noble gas NS2. N is the principal shell, that will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So principal shell, S orbital having a 2 electrons, hence we are writing a NS2. This is the general electronic configuration of the second group elements, that is alkaline earth metals, where N represent the valence shell number. Yes, we written the second group elements like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. The symbol is BMgCaSrBaRa. The atomic number, as we already know, that 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. 4 plus 8, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 18, 38, 38 plus 18, 56, 56 plus 32, 88. So the electronic configuration of the second group element, we written here helium noble gas, that is a 2s2, outermost shell is having a 2 electrons. Neon, that is a noble gas, 3s2 having a 2 electrons. Argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are all noble gases, and the outermost shell having a 2 electrons here. All the second group element like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium having a 2 electrons in the valence shell. Hence we are writing the general electronic configuration, that is a noble gas, that is NS2. N is the number of shell like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the electronic configuration of the second group element. And next we will discuss about the trends regarding atomic radii and ionic radii. That is, on moving down the group, atomic and ionic radii is increases. Hope you know this point. As we move from top to bottom in a periodic table, the size of the atom will be increases. Size will be increases. So size is increases means atomic radius means the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell, that is called as a atomic radius. If it is ion will be there, the distance between the nucleus and the electronic charge where it will be, that is the distance between that is also called as a ionic charge. So if you go down the group in a second period like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, the size will be increases. If the size is increases means atomic radius or the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell is increases, hence the atomic radius is also increases. That point we are writing here. On moving down the group, the atomic and ionic radii increases. This is due to the fact that there is an increase in the number of shells, that is the new orbitals are added, hence there is increase in the atomic and ionic radii. ಯಾಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಾ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಟು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದಂತ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂದಾಗ 2s2 ಬರ್ದಿವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3s2 ಬರ್ದಿವಿ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ 4s2 ಬರ್ದಿವಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5s2 ಬರ್ದಿವಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ the increased electrons are filling in the different shell, here 2, here 3, 4, 5, hence the number of shells or the orbitals are increases, hence there is an increase in atomic radius and ionic radii taking place. And point one more is atomic and ionic radii of alkaline earth metal is smaller than those of the alkali metals present in the same period. This is because across the period nuclear charge is increases compared to the alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Alkali metals ige but alkaline earth metal ಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ as we move from left to right in a periodic table across the period, size will be decreases. If the size is decreases means obviously the nuclear charge is increases. The increased electrons are filling in the same shell, hence the nuclear charge is increased by 1 unit. If the nuclear charge is increases means attraction between the nucleus and the outermost shell electron is increases, hence the size will be decreases. Because of that nuclear charge increases, the atomic radii and ionic radii of a second group is less than the first group, that is the alkali metals. It means alkali metals having a more atomic radii than alkaline earth metal, that is the second group. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರ ಸೈಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಎಡದಿಂದ ಬಲಕ್ಕ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತತಿ. The remaining part of the S block element we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.